Hello again. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to set up for your breath practice. If you're not quite ready for it, you could do it from a lying position, which is perfectly fine too. I actually suggest starting there. So you could kind of just build up to a seated practice if you'd like, or you just keep it lying. You could do whatever makes you feel good, all right? So we have to ensure that our breath is taken into the belly first and then up into the chest. A lot of us become shallow breathers. You see a lot of this. You tell somebody to take a big breath and they become all shoulders, you know? They go like this and then they wonder why they get tension headaches and, you know, because they're all bound up. They're just overusing some of these, what are regarded as secondary muscles when it comes to respiration. So we wanna make sure that our diaphragm involves, and that means that we're going to have to feel our belly expand. Also, our rib cage should flare out a little bit. You should be able to breathe in 3D. So there's a few different ways to gauge this. One hand on the chest, one hand on the stomach, and then breathe into the stomach hand first. So the stomach hand should move before the chest hand. On top of that, if you're practicing from a seated position, you do want your spine to be in a position that's better off so you can get a full inhale. So you don't want to be collapsed under. I'll move over so you can see. And you might have to elevate your hips for this. I'm sitting on this rock plus this cushion here. Basically, you want your knees to be lower than your hips. So you stack your hips up high enough so that can take place. You could do it from a cross-seated position. Obviously, this isn't the best place, but essentially we want to be on our sit bones. So you'll have to slightly tip your pelvis forward and make sure that your ears, shoulders, and hips are stacked over one another. So if we're in this collapsed position like this, we're not going to be able to get a full inhale from this position. And you can even just try that from here. Just pull as much air in as you can and then extend the spine. You could usually get a little more, so you have a full inhale. And opposite, if you're jamming yourself in this position, in an overextended position, and you try to exhale completely, you can always exhale a little bit more by completely flexing the spine. So keep that in mind as you go through this breath practice. Again, if it's too much for you, sometimes our postural muscles are a little bit lazy from just holding ourselves in poor position. So just even this, holding yourself in this alignment can be a lot for some people. So just start with a lying practice if it is a little bit too uncomfortable to be in the seated one. All right, thanks. We'll catch you in the next one.